Welcome to day 29 of me trying to get rid of my porn addiction in 128 days. It's one more day until I officially hit 30 days since I've been completely off of porn. And let's just say it feels amazing. I feel mentally sharp, physically just my energy's been off the roof, my body, I got way leaner. And spiritually, I don't feel like my soul is damaged anymore. But that being said, what I want to talk about mainly in this video is your social circle. This is something that I've been thinking about a lot, something that I've dealt with my whole life, and I believe is a big reason why I've been stuck on porn. For a majority of my life, I haven't really had real good, genuine friends who actually cared about me as a person. I've noticed that I've always had friends who only liked me if I was a certain type of way. For example, if I was doing really well in life, I was dialing in on my health, I was looking my best, then people would respond a lot more warmly to me and actually would open up and want to be around me. But on the opposite of that, if I was doing really bad, I wasn't keeping up to their image or standard of what they thought I was gaining some body fat, I wasn't speaking more confidently, I wasn't doing well, then they'd be out of my life. They won't want to talk to me. And it was also vice versa. Some people would just want to be around me when I wasn't doing well, when I was kind of dimming down my light, dimming down my potential. But when I was starting to actually kind of showcase my talents, showcase who I really was, a lot of people would get threatened, and they'd showcase their hatred for me and try to dim me back down by doing these tactics. Like, for example, they'd be racist towards me. I'm a black, light-skinned guy, black from Filipino, very unique mix. People would try to dim me down. People would always try to be like, oh, you gotta humble yourself, man. Come on, be humble. And what I'm trying to say is that a big reason why you might have your porn addiction is because you're hanging around these people who are trying to make you feel like shit, who want you to be at a certain point, who want you to be addicted to porn because their own lives are shit. Because the only reason why people bring other people down is because ultimately they hate themselves and they want to feel better about themselves. That's the only reason. Think about the times when you've done some fuck shit. It's mainly because either you wanted to fit in with these shitty people or you felt like shit yourself, so you wanted to bring someone down. I've noticed that's the times when I've done it, and I've always been at my worst point in life. Every time I've done shit like that, I was always at my worst point in life. And what I want to talk about is you need to stop being around these people who are going to continue to just destroy your mental health, destroy who you are, destroy who you're meant to be. As I said, for me, it was only until I really stopped hanging around these shitty people that I started improving my life. And that says a lot, and it could be for you as well. The reason why you might still have this porn addiction is because you're hanging around the wrong people. The people who don't want to see you excel in life, the people who don't want to see you getting rid of your porn addictions, the people who want to keep you at this certain level. And what I'm telling you is, you could deny the fact that the world's like this, but I'm telling you, if you deny the fact that the world's like this, you are never going to get any significant amount of success in life. You need to be willing to walk away from these people. You need to be willing to set your foot down. Maybe you don't even get rid of them. That's fine. But you need to start putting boundaries. You need to start stepping your foot down, being like, listen, I want to be at a certain point. I want to do these things. And it's going to require me to not smoke weed. It's going to require me to not watch porn. It's going to require me to not drink alcohol. It's going to require you to do things that your friends might be just normally doing. For example, for me, I experienced a lot of racism growing up, and I never called it out. I never called it out because I just didn't want to be looked at as different. I wanted to say that I was like them, but whenever I did that, guess what would happen? More racism would happen. And this isn't just about racism. This isn't just about what I went through and the wrongs that you go through. It's more so about how people are one of the biggest reasons why you are addicted to porn or you're at a certain level. So I urge you, really ask yourself these 3 questions. Do my friends take out the best in me? Do I actually even enjoy being around my friends? Because sometimes you're around your friends, you don't even like being around them. You're just around them because you don't have anyone else. That's the times when I've noticed I was just stuck around these shitty people. And 3, do your friends even call you out when you're, let's say, deep down, let's say you're going to the gym. Do they call you out when you've been slipping up at the gym? Or they know that you have these certain goals, but instead of them uplifting you, keeping you on track, they just say it's okay, it's fine. Like you don't gotta go to the gym as much. Because I'm telling you, those types of friends, usually it's a reflection of who they are. They're okay with slipping up. They're okay with being at a certain level. They're okay with letting their life slip. But you're not. There's a reason why you're watching this video. There's a reason why you've been watching up until this point. It's because you can relate to what I'm saying. You want more out of life. You want to become a YouTuber. You want to become that athlete. Or whatever it is that's individual to you that you want to become. You want to do things, but you just haven't gotten there yet. And what I'm gonna say is, to get there, you need to make these sacrifices. You can't be just hanging around these shitty people. You can't be just smoking weed. You can't be jerking off all day, because it's only going to limit you. As I said many times in these previous videos, these videos aren't just about quitting porn. It's about self-improvement. It's about you becoming the person that you want to be. I know 99% of people aren't going to resonate with this message. Most people don't give a shit about self-improvement. Most people just only care about superficial shit. They care about people liking them. They care about, oh, I want to do this. No. This is for people who want more out of life, who don't give a fuck about all this bullshit that's going on this earth right now, about politics, about fucking whatever else is trendy or whatever. They want to reach their full potential. They want to do and excel in things that they want. And as I said, for me, the biggest limiter for my whole life was porn and hanging around the shitty people. But those two go in hand. So what I'm trying to say in this video is that if right now you have shit mental health, or you're just addicted to porn, really evaluate who you're hanging around with. And also, a really, really dark thing, a really, really dark reality is that it could be your own family as well. Your own family could also be holding you back. Your mom's telling you that it's okay to eat the cake. Your dad's telling you that, oh yeah, like it's fine, eat it. Sometimes your own family is gonna want to see you down. They're gonna want to see you fat. They're gonna want to see you at a certain level, because it's uncomfortable when they see that their own son, or sometimes they see other people around them constantly excelling, being an embodiment of what they want to be. It can make them feel like shit, make them feel negative. I've encountered this so many times in my life, and I'm not saying this to be arrogant, I'm not saying this to be cocky. I'm saying this because it's what's gonna happen to you guys as well. They see that you're off of porn, you start having this natural glow, this confidence to yourself, because you know that you're the guy. You got rid of this addiction that's fucked you up, fucked your life. You're gonna start getting haters. I'm telling you, if you are doing something right in life, if you're doing something right for yourself, and they see that, people are going to want to bring you down. They're going to want to humble you. So as I said, watch who you hang around with. Really, really pay attention to the types of people you hang around with, because there could be people who come off as nice, who you guys have natural conversations, they're smiling, you guys are just connecting, but then after that, you guys hang out for a few times, and then they start becoming a lot more cold. They start revealing parts about themselves. And what I'm trying to say is that to get rid of this addiction, to really excel and level up, you need to start hanging around people who make you feel like, who are making you feel like you're actually bettering yourself, or you actually like being around. Because I know you don't like hanging around those same friends who make you feel like shit. And as I said, there's only a select few of individuals who will actually understand what I'm talking about in this video. But anyways, that being said, really watch who you hang around with, because it matters a lot. It does. You are who you hang with. You know that everyone knows that saying. You're the average of the 5 people you hang with. And I'm telling you, if you hang around 5 shitty people, you'll become the 6th. Or worse, you'll become the victim. Because I'm telling you, these, like, most of the time, these friends who make you feel like shit, they don't actually like you. They don't. They don't. Whether that be because you're better looking than them, or because you have something that they want and they don't have. I'm telling you, if you hang around 5 losers and you're that one charismatic dude, that guy who is excelling in life, who's doing well, who gets all the girls, you're gonna get some hate. But anyways, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. Mainly just really watch who you hang around with, because I'm telling you, when you stop hanging around these shitty people, you stop hanging around those friends who don't want to see you succeed, it'll be a lot easier for you to get rid of your porn addiction. And listen, I know having friends, it's important. It's one of the biggest and most beautiful accomplishments and things that you can experience in life, having good friends, people who you can call brothers. But I'm telling you, if it's the wrong people, if you're hanging around the wrong people who secretly just want to see you small, they want to see you fail, then you aren't going to get anywhere. But opposed to that, if you have good friends who want to see you succeed, who you guys are doing good habits together, you're going to the gym, you're keeping each other accountable on the goals that you guys told yourself that you'd achieve, then you will get there so much quicker. But anyways, tune in for day 30. Hope you enjoyed that video, that wisdom. And if you haven't been, if you're not currently on a NoFap journey on yourself, and you see inspiration and you want to become the best version of yourself, feel free to subscribe, like, and comment if you resonate with that message. But anyways, life is a game. You just have to be willing to play. Bye.